Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? It's Eric Debonair Donnell of Two Geeks and Nerds Productions, along with
Black Samurai, also co-owner and operator of Two Geeks and a Nerd Productions.
And this is another episode of the Taste Buds Chronicles. Today, we will be reviewing or talking about, I should say, Bae's Burgers that is located downtown Mooresville, North Carolina. Before we get into it, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, anywhere else you might see us. You can also email us at the number 2geeksandnerdpro@gmail.com. Alright, so boom. Like we were saying, Bae's Burgers. Now, I forgot how we found out about Bae's. Was it through, I think it was through
another, somebody who did a review on it.
Okay, alright. And then there's somebody else that did a good review too, I saw about it.
I think it was on IG. I can't remember if it's IG or was it TikTok.
But we went to Bae's for the first time, I think, like last summer.
Yeah, it was
last summer.
Yeah.
And since last summer, we've been to Bae's. Obviously, the very first time I shot a TikTok video or a video talking about Bae's or whatever. And but this time we're doing one together because we since then have eaten there a couple of times. Not as much as another place that we go all the time, whatever. And so the reason why, let's jump into it. Now, Bae's Burgers, again, located downtown Mooresville. What I will say, food is great. Prices could be a little bit, they're a little bit, to me, expensive.
Well, let me put it to you like this, y'all. For 2 fries, and one burger was a double, the other was a triple, and they do smash burgers.
Yep.
That came out to $35 and change.
No drinks.
Yeah, and fries probably were, what you say the size of those fries are?
I mean,
large,
it could
medium?
be a large. It's because the fries come in. The to-go fries came in the little single box that you normally have a hamburger in.
Yeah. Which
their burgers are big. So that's what I'm saying. It's not really, excuse me, not really too expensive because you do get a good portion. So I had a double. He had a triple, and his triple looked like a quadruple. It was a huge burger.
Yeah.
Man, I immediately knew when he unwrapped it. I was like, man, that's a triple, and he's like, yeah. He's like, I think the double for me is good or whatever. Cause there's been times we've gone. So not only do they have burgers, but they also have a great spicy chicken sandwich that's fried. Don't know if they do grilled chicken or not. I think it's just fried.
No, I think it's just fried.
And then they used to have hot dogs, which was off the chain. They had a good ass hot dog for real.
So it's not a large menu.
No.
Fries. Then they have fries with garlic parmesan.
Mm-hmm.
They have the Bae sauce, a aioli sauce, and I forget the third sauce. They put the base, so the burgers are basic. What I mean by basic is, if you like cheese, you get cheese. You can get the Bae sauce on the burger, and you can get diced up onions and pickles.
And you can get the onions grilled or raw. The Bae's burger is literally, I think it's on a it's a potato roll.
Yeah.
So they comes with it. Anybody's burger that's on a potato roll is gonna be good anyway. Their bread alone makes it good.
Yeah.
On the potato bun, I should say. But it's literally like 2 slices of meat, the Bae sauce, grilled onions, some great pickles. The pickles I think are pretty good on the burger, whatever. Like they're like fresh pickles. It's not even.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can look at the color and tell. And so did I say grilled onions? I think.
Yeah.
And that's the Bae's burger. The Bae sauce is good. You can also get the sauces as a dipping sauce for your fries. If you don't want ketchup or mustard or whatever, you can get a side of Bae sauce or the garlic aioli sauce. So that's the basic Bae's burger. But I'm telling you, like, it's worth it. It's not too expensive. When you're balling on a budget, though, it can be a little something else compared to another place that I don't want to mention because I don't want to take Bae's shine away from them because we're talking about Bae's. But this other place, we get a whole meal for $10, 11 bucks.
12 and change.
So like,
if you get the fry.
Well, I get fries, drink, and I get the burger without the bacon, so it's like 11 and some change.
Yeah, and I think that's even for a double.
Yeah, that's a double. So this place I'm talking about, to me, way cheaper, and they have a great burger. But Bae's, you know, what I did like about them or do like about them is that it's a husband and wife that owns it, locally owned or whatever. We had met the wife the very first time when we went. Very, very sweet lady. The husband was behind the grill. I think with their daughter, maybe. I think they got a daughter that's a teenager or something. But the husband was back there slaving and working or whatnot, while the wife was out there clearing tables, talking to people, kind of welcoming people in. This was, you know, this kind of thing around when they first kind of opened or whatever. I believe it was still fresh or whatever to the area, I should say.
Yeah, we made it in right that first time. We made it in right before the crowd. Because we almost didn't have nowhere to sit.
Yep.
And after us, that line was...
Even parking was, you know, because it's downtown, so it ain't a whole lot.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to talk about all that. Now, they do also have the smash. Even though they're already smash burgers, they have the smash burger where they smash the bread. The ones we had, they didn't smash the bread, the regular Bae. And then they have kind of the fancy one. The funny thing about the fancy one, I like the regular one.
What, the fancy burger?
That has the bacon, the aioli sauce, I think.
That's the BBG.
Yeah.
The Bae's bacon and garlic. That's with the aioli, I think. The BBG.
Garlic. What you call them? Onions? We call them fried, but what's
caramelized
the caramelized onions.
The caramelized onions are great too.
Yeah.
No, the one thing I don't know, like the flavor of the garlic aioli is good. It's something about it. I don't know. Maybe the burger was greasy that time.
It seems like a mix of flavors.
Yeah, but it was something. I don't know. Something that kind of threw me off that made me kind of.
I kind of feel the same way. Like I said, the basic Baes we talking about. I think that's the best. That's what they're best known for.
I think it is too. Because we just ate those two burgers cold, and we both agreed that for a cold. Because he got them because he lives up there, and then he drove them down here to Charlotte. Forgot to talk about Charlotte. We out here in the QC. But he drove those burgers down today. We literally just ate them before, and the burgers were good. The fries were still good. I don't like cold fries if I can help it, especially from someone like Bae's. Bae's has, to me, a great hot fry. Cold, they were good, but I did want to like pop them in the oven and kind of toast them a little bit, you know.
About it, but we didn't.
Yeah, we did. We just gonna eat it because we ready to let y'all know about how.
And then there's the Parmesan ones too, and I've had those Parmesan. For me, it was strong because they put a lot of Parmesan.
It's a bit much for me also. If you like Parmesan cheese on your fries, go to Bae's. I'm telling you, it is going to be overkill. It is going to be overkill. They are not stingy with the cheese. It makes you think about when I used to go to Olive Garden, they'd be like, "You want cheese on your salad? Say when." And I'm like, and they looking at me, I'm like, "Keep going." I didn't say stop. That's how when Bae's doing your fries, you better go back there and say, hey, that's good. Because they are going to overload, you know, with the Parmesan. Which isn't a bad thing for a Parmesan lover. I love Parmesan cheese. But when it comes to their fries or whatever, I'm totally cool with just, you know, the plain fries. They got a nice little season on them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm cool with the fries.
And the spicy chicken, even though we didn't have it this time, great. Thick, if you like the thick, crunchy batter, and it does have, and it's not super spicy, so some of y'all that be like, oh, I don't like it.
It's not super thick either to me. To me, it wasn't like super thick.
I think it's thick enough. It gives you still. It's thick enough.
It is.
Still gives you that crunch. Got kind of, you know, it's when it's good when you got a little curled up ends.
Yeah. When it's curling like fish, like it's jumping out the water, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
And that comes same thing on it. You get the sauce, you get pickles. I think you can get onions. You can add cheese if you want cheese. But I never asked if they ever had condiments. I don't feel like they do. But
no, I think they have. Well,
no,
it's on the side.
That's right. Those are extra. Yeah, so you can get like a fried egg. You can get bacon even on a regular Bae.
Yeah.
But those are extra. And here's the other thing too about it. They really don't have. They kind of have a partial combo, meaning you can get drink and a fries, and you can add it to the hamburger. But they don't have like a fried burger and a drink combo.
It's pretty much an a la carte. You might as well say, like you said, like everybody gets, you know, the menu's laid out. You get your burger. And you can either get fries or a drink, or you get a combo of a fry and a drink.
Yeah.
I think it's like an extra $5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which actually, you'll come out cheaper doing the combo. If you know you want them, just go ahead and pay the extra $5. Again, for me, I honestly, and this is not trying to step on their toes, because I understand it is a one of a kind mom and pop type of spot.
Yeah.
So obviously it's gonna cost a little more than a chain.
Yeah.
Because chains are near
uptown too.
Yeah. But it's Mooresville, so it's like and Mooresville, like uptown, downtown, it's like Mayberry. You know what I'm saying? So like and that's another thing. The atmosphere is great. There's a bookstore right next door to it. Used bookstore.
Down the street is a bakery, which we gotta review her sweets because they're I think they're homemade. They taste homemade.
Really?
Yeah, that's right down the street.
So something I haven't tried yet, I'll get to go.
So it's a good little, if you even just kind of want to, I guess, cruise the area. It's a relaxing, area. If you want to just walk up and down the sidewalk, gives a very home country feeling.
I think about Mayberry from Andy Griffin when I'm there.
But like we said, the parking, if you can't get a spot in front on the main street, there is a big parking lot behind the Bae's, the building and the bookstore and all that. There's a big parking lot, so it does make up for the parking lot behind. And it's not far. It's just cross over the train tracks. It's literally right behind Bae's. So you don't have to take a long walk if you can't find parking on the street. I got lucky today, probably because it's a weekday. I pretty much got parking in front. Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably because it's a weekday. But we still was able.
We parked in front like twice before, I think. Or
still, even on the weekend, we were able to. But yeah.
But we ate there enough time, like, not a lot.
Yeah.
It's one of those places that you want to eat at, like, you're like, all right, I want a Bae's burger today.
Mm.
If I lived up there, I couldn't foresee myself eating it as much as I eat this other place. And even the other place that I'm not going to mention right now, I've eaten it so much. I think this weekend I had it like twice. I had it like 3 times this past week. And just because it's so... The price point is good for me and the girls, and then it's like I know they're gonna eat that, and I'm trying to make a habit of it. But
unfortunately, Bae's does not, and we asked the owner, which was the wife, one of the owners. Bae's unfortunately does not have milkshakes or ice creams, and she basically said the space was not big enough for them to have because they would like to have milkshake machine, but they do have sodas, and it's kind of a little bit of a family type bar-ish setting, and I say family type because you can't bring your kids up in there, but they do serve alcoholic beverages.
Beer. They serve beer in particular. Maybe some spritzes or something.
I think they might.
But they do have beer, different varieties of beer, local, I think mostly local brew beers. Then they have your fountain sodas, and then I think they might have some stuff like a knee-highs that's in the bottles, like you want that classic soda or whatever.
Yeah.
They have some stuff like that. And then sweet tea. Yeah, sweet tea.
Sweet tea, yeah.
Water. Sweet tea.
Of course, bottled water.
Yeah.
All that, so.
Well, if they had milkshakes, it would be good, but I couldn't even imagine the price of a milkshake there. Milkshake gonna be at least $8.
I was about to say maybe 5. I'm just thinking
5 on the low end, and then we talking a small milkshake, but a large is gonna be 8.
Because I'm thinking when we went to the ice cream spot, because I know your milkshake, I remember looking at it, was like close to $5, and you had
and it was tall.
Medium. I think
it was a medium.
Small.
It was a medium. It was like.
But it still was pretty big. It was still pretty big.
And I smashed it too because it was peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah, and we'll probably go back and you'll probably get a review on that spot
we'll do a review on that.
We'll go back and do that. But yeah, I don't know if you have anything else to add. Like we said, friendly people. Lady offered me a cup of water. I said I was good. Real friendly service. I've never gone there and not had bad service. Felt rude. Very friendly people. They
even the people that come in are great.
Yeah.
Because our first time, like he was saying, it was packed. It was literally people were like walking away. They were out the door. People waiting outside the door to get in and order stuff just to go. And then some people just walk up and be like, man, I don't even want to wait. It was that packed on a Saturday. I feel like
we went Saturday. That was a Saturday.
Yeah.
And we got there before dark because their hours are, I think 12 till either 11 or 12 till I think about 8.
Yeah, probably about 8.
And they're off and they're closed Monday. They open on Sunday, but still double check Just call, because one time we did go. And
Yeah.
They were supposed to be open, but it may have been a holiday.
But it's a lot of places are doing that now too. I think they're taking advantage of that weekend traffic, and then Monday everybody's going back to work, so that's their day off or whatever. You know? But they are open Tuesday through Sunday, like you said, 11:30 to I think around 11:30 to 8 p.m.
There's another restaurant over there by where I used to live, that seafood spot. I forgot their name, Mom and Pop, but they used to be closed Sunday and Mondays. And I noticed on the door they changed it. So they close Mondays and Tuesdays. They open Sunday. Probably
Yeah, so they're going to get that money.
They're going to get that traffic.
If you got a restaurant, you probably want to be open on weekends. Unless you just praising God all day long, which I understand that too. I respect that. But it says a lot about a business that's able to close, like I said, for because a lot of places are open 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So when you get a mom and pop restaurant that can close for a day or two, whatever, they're doing numbers. But that's all I have to say about Bae's. Great place if you have a moment or the time to go. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a great place for you and somebody that you love, your family or whatever, to go and enjoy a good old burger. Get the Bae's burger with the Bae sauce, plain fries. I'm telling you, the very first time. And I wish they still had the hot dogs. I'm telling you, the hot dogs. He didn't get the hot dog from there, but I did. The hot dog.
Oh, and just in case to let you know, because again, I asked question, they said they just wasn't selling enough of them to keep them on. Because they were for the kids, and they were kid size. Like I said, he had it.
It was a regular hot dog, but people go to their Bae's burger, so people go for the burgers. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's why they took the hot dogs off the menu. But I'm like, the hot dog was good. Because it's grilled on flat top.
I wish I had it.
It was so good. I wish I had got 2 or 3 versus the burger. If I knew they were gonna get rid of it, I would have got a couple of hot dogs. But maybe one day, Bae's will bring back the Bae dog. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is that. It's the only location because it's mom and pop.
Yeah,
so
only
right
location.
Now it's the only location they have. So gotta go to Mooresville if you're in the surrounding city or in Mooresville, North Carolina. Check out Bae's Uptown, and we'll put the address on this video. But uptown or downtown or whatever town.
It's country. Country people say downtown. People say I live uptown, Charlotte. No, I live downtown, baby.
Now they do that up north. Just go on a tangent.
Uptown.
But they
downtown.
Because the sign says just like I used to say downtown Charlotte. Then I noticed signs this way to uptown Charlotte. So I stopped saying downtown.
Which
Charlotte.
is a whole nother story behind it. I heard about some local stuff, but I say downtown because I've lived on the north side. Even right now that I'm at the edge of it, I'm still technically above the city. So they consider this North Charlotte. I'm like, no, North Charlotte is like, But anyway, that's all we have to say about that. Remember to hit us up on the email at the number 2 geeksandnerdpro@gmail.com for any questions, concerns, and comments. And hit that like and follow button. Just go ahead and give us some likes and follows, as we really appreciate it on all of our social media platforms. But until next time, stay hungry, and we're the geeks, you are the nerds, but we all the nerdiest. Peace.